Alabama's been defeated by Florida 2 years in a row. However, they've managed to win the SEC East both seasons. Now, it's Florida with everything to lose. They have won the SEC East, and they need to continue winning in order to secure their playoff spot. Alabama has a few injuries, but so does Florida. Overall, I think we're pretty evenly matched in this one. Alabama is the better rated team, but I think their injuries are going to have a bigger impact on their team than ours. Let's get underway in this one as Jensen Skalski's on the return here. He's out to the 20. He has a chance. He's out to the 30. One man to beat, and he can't get it by him. He's down at about the 36-yard line. Dana Garcia comes out as your starting quarterback for the Florida Gators. 22 passing touchdowns to 14 picks. He added 4 touchdowns on the ground as well so far, so that's really impressive considering the fact that he is not much of a scrambler. However, on the first play of the game, we're going to lose Ladarius Marlowe to injury. Our star running back has been unfortunately unable to stay healthy. He's made a great impact on our team when he's out there, but in the biggest game of the season for us, even though we did win the SEC East, beating Alabama's kind of something that we have to continue to do. Nick Saban's one of the greatest coaches of all time, and we want to send him to a 7-4 record and ensure that Alabama has no chance of getting into the playoffs. Because if the Crimson Tide can get into the playoffs, you know they're going to make some sort of waves in there. I just don't want to face them again. So let's go ahead and finish him off here as Dana Garcia is going to take that for 4 yards. Second down, we're going to go to Murphy, who's going to find a nice little gap there, and that goes for 6. Bringing up a 3rd and 1 now for the Gators. This should be pretty manageable. I think they can keep it on the ground as Murphy's going to get the carry, and Murphy's going to get the first down, cut it out wide, and pick up nothing extra there. So 1st and 10 now at about the 31-yard line. Garcia moving, feeling pressure. He finds an open Macario. Dorbu cuts it inside. That's going to be a first down. He picked up 16 yards on that play, and he probably got 5 extra yards with that nice little cut at the end as Jackson's going to get his first carry of the day, show off some speed and power as he goes in. That's a touchdown for Darian Jackson. What a play. The Gators are going to take a 7-0 lead here today. Unbelievable. I could not believe he got in, but it wasn't challenged. Tanner Remsburg's your starting quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and he has been in the Heisman running basically all season long, so we do have to watch out for him. However, we know from past games against the Crimson Tide, Devontae Coleman's an excellent player and somebody that you got to watch with both eyes, because if you don't, he's going to make a big play, man. You got to have somebody just dedicated to watching him. He is a great running back, and that's why this Crimson Tide team is such a hard team to defend and why I'm a little worried about playing them. I mean, they have a Heisman Trophy candidate at quarterback and then a running back that we already know can do damage as Coleman's busting off a big run here. He's out to the 40, he's out to the 30, one man to beat. He breaks Akil Wesley's tackle, but Noah Anibognom's able to run him down from behind and get him down. If he didn't make a weird juke in there, that would have been a touchdown on that play. As Coleman showing the power here, pushes ahead all the way down to the 10. First down, Alabama. Now they can get a first down right at the goal line. They basically need a touchdown here in this situation as they're going to go, play action off of Coleman. I thought it was going to be a run. They go to the end zone and Remsburg just missed on his first pass attempt of the day. So they go right back to the ground game except for its read option, and Remsburg pulls it, and Remsburg's going to walk in. Touchdown, Alabama. They're going to tie this game up at 7 pretty quickly with a nice answering drive right there. I mean, you expect it out of this offense. So I think the defense, though, can be had. So let's see if we can keep it up as Garcia's going to pull it and take that for 7 yards. I wish he'd have slid. We don't need him taking many hits. Khalif Ramsey's a decent backup, but we've had some turnover issues with him in the past as Freeman cannot hold on to that beautiful pass from Garcia. Back to the ground game on 3rd and 3, and it's Murphy busting up the middle for a nice 13-yard rush. You know, we are going to miss Ladarius Marlowe, but I think Murphy and Darian Jackson are going to be able to provide and work and do a good job for us as Murphy gets a carry here that goes for 10. 2nd and inches, right back to Murphy, and I don't know if he got there. They say a 0-yard pickup, and they give it to us. We will take it. Garcia looking to pass on 1st and 10, feeling pressure, and he barely gets that pass off. He's just 2 of 5 today. So back to the ground game. Darian Jackson getting out wide here, using his speed, showing some power, breaking a tackle. Man, he has been impressive when he's played. That's an 8-yard carry, setting up 3rd and 2 for us to be able to go right back to the ground game, and that's Murphy getting the first down on another solid carry there. Florida hasn't really even had to pass the ball at all today as they've been able to do most of their damage on the ground as Murphy's only going to pick up 3 there, but that's okay. It's 2nd and 7. Garcia handing it off. Jackson finds some space up the middle, makes a move, and he gets the first down, showing some power on that run. The Gators are going to come out in the gun here. Garcia looking to pass. They're sending a corner blitz at him, and that throw was in the coverage. Macario Dorba, he couldn't get to the ball there, so 2nd and long. Garcia looking to pass. He finds an open Jensen Skalski who can't get the first down. He lost all his momentum there. I thought he had that easily. but it's 3rd and 2, and we're going to pass. I don't know why we suddenly flipped the script and decided to throw it so much, but it works. We get a 1st and goal with Jaden Norwood. So back to the ground game we go, and that's Murphy able to pick up 3. Solid. 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Garcia looking to pass to the end zone. We had an open receiver. What is he doing? That was almost caught by Macario Dorba, but he should have thrown it to the opposite side of the field. Either way, they go back to the ground game, and that's Dwayne Murphy walking in with the 3-yard touchdown. Florida is going to take a 14-7 lead here today near the very end of the 1st quarter. It looks like the Crimson Tide are going to have one play as Devontae Coleman's busting out again. He's out to the 40, and he gets pushed out of bounds at like the 47-yard line. What a big play for the Crimson Tide to end the 1st quarter. It's 14-7 Florida, though. All the Gators need to do is get a stop on defense. I'm not sure they can do it, but let's see if they can hold firm here as we open up the 2nd quarter. Remsburg's going to toss it out to Devontae Coleman, who cannot get the edge. He actually breaks the tackles. He does get the edge, and he's going to end up picking up a few yards there. That was a fantastic run. He showed some power there. 2nd down, Remsburg going to pass now. He's in the pocket all day, nobody there, and Jackson comes open, and they find him. That's a 26-yard pickup, and that's going to get him all the way down to like the 23-yard line as they go back to Coleman on the ground, and he has a little bit of room there, and he's going to get the 1st down on a 10-yard rush. It looks like Alabama's going to tie this game up pretty quickly as they're motioning a guy across right now. It looks like their fullback, Remsburg, fakes a delay there and then tosses it to Cecil Jackson, who does not get in. He's taken down at the 1-yard line. So now let's see if they can punch it in with Coleman, and that's exactly what they do. Touchdown, Alabama. This game's tied up 14-all. Now let's see if our offense can continue scoring, because it certainly looks like that's what we're going to have to do. Is Murphy gets the carry there, tries to make a move, and he's going to go down after picking up 7. Coming out in the pistol here, it looks like we're going to go right back to the ground game. Murphy getting the carry, and he can't break the tackle. That's just a 1-yard gain, so now it's 3rd and 3. Let's see if we can convert here. We go back to the ground game with Murphy, and we did not get it. I think in that situation, we honestly probably should have passed it, but you can't look back and change it now as Remsburg's running the triple option, and he's going to pitch it to Cecil Jackson, who has a lot of space going down the sideline. Noah Annie-Bognam gets over there. Him and Max Pierre get him out of bounds. So back to the ground game. Devontae Coleman getting the carry, breaking a tackle, and he's going to pick up 7 here. Alabama's moving the ball well against our defense, and if we don't get a stop on this drive, we might be in trouble, because this is what's going to put us behind as Remsburg's breaking tackles there. He doesn't pick up anything, but that was a nice carry by him. Looks like wide receiver screen on 3rd and 3, and it works to Paul Hillis. He's going down the sideline. He's at the 5, and he goes down at like the 3. There is a flag, and I believe that's going to be pass interference. That's exactly what they call. So that's all coming back. Thankfully, it's on Evan Kankalongo, who is a really good receiver and somebody that's made some plays against us in the past, as now it's 3rd and 13, and Remsburg doesn't care. He finds Millison for the 1st down. That's a 16-yard gain, and the Crimson Tide keep on marching on as Remsburg's going to pass it underneath here to Richards, who finds some space. That's a 9-yard pickup, giving them a 2nd and 1 here in the Pistols. Remsburg, they're going to go back to the ground game. Coleman gets stuffed. He had nowhere to go. Norquitius Moore and Nelson Lohman stopped him. So now it's 3rd and 2, and they're going to go underneath to Paul Hill, who is going to get the 1st down. Max Pierre couldn't get down in time to cover that up. So they keep on marching here. Remsburg's going to pull it on a read option. He kind of dips backwards and then takes off, and he went down after just a 4-yard gain. That was kind of a bad run, if you ask me. I don't know why some of these quarterbacks will do that. They kind of dip backwards, and then they take back off forward. If they never lose that momentum, they'd pick up a ton more yards, but we'll take it. It's 3rd and 2 here, and Remsburg throws it quick out of bounds. That means we're going to get a stop, and we're going to hold Alabama to 3. Actually, no, they're going to go for it, and we hold them to nothing, because that's an interception by Nelson Lohman right at the goal line. He's juking out of there. Can he keep himself up? He can. He's at the 20, the 30. He's got a long way to go. He's got somebody chasing him down. Can Norquitius Moore block? Come on, Moore. He did not block him, did he? Oh, no, he didn't block him. So we're taken down at the 20. Nelson Lohman with the fantastic return here. So about 1:50 left in the half. Let's just try to take as much time as we can off the clock, so that way we don't allow Alabama to respond here. That's a nice check down. We're down to 1:11. Back to Murphy. He spun, and that didn't work. That was ugly there. So now it's 3rd down with 30 seconds left in the half. Garcia looking to pass. He's going to scramble out of there and probably throw it away. And that's what he does. That's okay. So we have to settle for a field goal. The kick's up. The kick's going to be good. It's 17-14 Florida with just 23 seconds left in the half. If I had to guess, that's it, and that is it for the half. Taking a look at injuries, Marlowe, Blanks, and Cottrell are all injured, and, you know, that's kind of a big loss for us. 2 running backs and one of our starting corners if we're in dime defense. So let's take a look at the halftime stats. we are not doing near as good as Alabama on offense, and that kind of scares me. We haven't been able to stop Alabama except for that interception that we had to end the half, and they're moving the ball easily up and down the field. So, truth be told, I'm a little worried about what this second half could look like. We're going to have to really bear down here and get a couple stops, and hopefully just slow him down and not give him too many possessions. Looking at prospects, we got Raymond Johnson, a 3-star cornerback, to commit to the Gators. We got the #1 wide receiver, Amarion Eason, to commit to the Gators as well. He's a 5-star, and we are so excited to have him on the team next year. The only sad part about it is his career is basically going to go on in the background. We're going to not be able to see exactly what he does just because of how late we are in the cycle here with the new game coming out, and everybody knows how excited I am and how excited everyone is for this new game. Let's be honest, that game's going to be awesome, but it also limits the life cycle of this game, so we're going to have to wrap this series up, and unfortunately, I was hoping to get a little bit further, but things have been kind of insane since I had my daughter, so we didn't get quite as far as I hoped. Either way, we're still trying to win the title this year, and Alabama's moving to open up the second half. Let's see if we can stop them as Coleman's taking off. That's going to be an 8-yard pickup, giving them a short second down situation as Remsburg's going to roll to the right and take a sack. That's J.J. White. He should have stopped inside of the pocket there. Instead, White crushed him. What a big play, bracking him up to a 3rd and 11. Remsburg has to check it down. It's Millicent underneath, and he got close to that first down. They might go for this now at 4th and 1, and I wouldn't blame them if they do, and that's exactly what they do. To the ground game, Devontae Coleman cuts, and he gets the first down. Nelson Lohman couldn't get to him in time. So now they're in the pistol here, and I expect them to keep running the ball as it's working, as it's play action, and that's Crump making the reception and finding a gap in the defense. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's a 25-yard gain for the Crimson Tide. So they do go back to the ground game now, and Devontae Coleman cannot quite power his way in. He's taken down at the 1. So it's Remsburg by himself in the backfield, and that did not stand a chance. Big play there by our backup middle linebacker, Jonas Stepp. 3rd and goal, and Stepp gets pressure on him, but he finds Jarius Richards out there in the flat for a 3-yard touchdown. Alabama's going to take the lead today, 21-17. Let's see if the Gators can answer. Dana Garcia is passing here to begin this drive, feeling no pressure, and he threw it into double coverage. You got to be smarter than that. Turnovers are what are going to kill us if we cannot get them under control this season, as Murphy gets a carry, and that's a pretty solid gain. He fought for 6 yards there. So 3rd and 4, nobody behind him in the backfield. It's a quick pass to Macario Dorba for 11 yards and a Gator first down, keeping this drive marching. However, you can see at the end of that play, Macario Dorba got shaken up. Hopefully he's not out long. He's a key piece of our passing offense. As you see that pass from Dana Garcia, that was way behind Sam Freeman, and that ended up being an interception for Alabama. That's the type of mistakes we keep having with Dana Garcia, and, you know, turnovers have been a killer this year. And honestly, if we want to reach our goals, we can't keep doing this. I just don't see a way a team that shoots themselves in the foot this much is going to be able to win the national title, which has got to be our goal. We've just been far too lucky as Remsburg's looking to throw the screen, and he cannot get it off. That's Norkeithius Moore getting a free sack on that play. So they have to punt the ball back, and luckily that turnover doesn't hurt us. Let's see if Dana Garcia can control himself on this drive as he slides down and gets a nice run there against Alabama. Now back to the ground game, and it's Darian Jackson shooting through the hole and picking up 9. What a nice run. I tell you, you can see his speed as soon as he gets the ball in his hands. Garcia looking to pass. He goes down the field. That's Jaden Norwood holding on. That's a 12-yard gain and a Gator first down. So they're still marching here, and Darian Jackson did not stand a chance on that play. He was blown up in the backfield. That was just a great play by the Alabama defender. So Garcia moving in the pocket, finds Macario Dorba, who returns to the game. But that was an awful throw. He needs to get his base right underneath him as he goes down the field on that one, and that's Sam Freeman for 18 yards and a Gator first down. Garcia passing again here. He has an open receiver, and that's Macario Dorba, who cannot hold on through contact. That was a big hit at the end, so it's 2nd and 10, back to the ground game. Darian Jackson, we'll take that. That's a pretty solid run right there. That's 6 yards. I like it. 3rd and 4, this is manageable. To the ground game, it's Murphy getting the carry, and he finds some space and cuts. We'll take that 9 yards and a first down just outside of the 10-yard line. So Garcia going to the end zone into coverage, and he throws another pick. That's Maben getting the interception there, but what are we doing? Come on, Dana Garcia. He's going to be the sole reason we lose and we cannot win a national title. I'm telling you, I'm really disappointed in him, and I honestly have thought about benching him. The problem is he also makes so many good plays, it's hard to put him on the bench as the third quarter's come to an end. It's 21-17. Alabama has the ball. We cannot allow a score. Honestly, it looks like if we give up any more points, this game's over. And we immediately gave up a first down right there. That's not a good sign to how this quarter's going to go as they go back to the ground game. And Devontae Coleman's finding some space. Nelson Lohman can't get him down. It's okay, though. Tony Apu gets him down. It's 2nd and 6. In the pistol here, Remsburg looking to throw a screen out there to Ajegwu, and Ajegwu had nowhere to go. He was blown up. That play was covered perfectly. Our defense read that, and we were all over it. So that backs the Crimson Tide up to a 3rd and 12, and they find Morris Brash, who gets the first down. Cedric Sanford cannot get him down in time. Dang, that's a big play. We needed that stop there as they're going to move their tight end in motion and go back to Coleman on the ground. And he has a little bit of space, one man to beat, and he throws him to the ground. That's going to be a 9 or 10 yard gain. I guess they split the middle and call it 9.5, 2nd and inches. Play action, Remsburg looking to go down the field here. There's nobody short, and he finds an open Kankalongo for a pretty solid 20-yard pickup there. That was the shortest route on the entire field that I've seen, unless I missed somebody there. And they're going to go back to their ground game now. Ajegwu with the carry, and Ajegwu with some space. He picks up 8, 9 on that one. Good carry there. So Ajegwu and Coleman in the game. They go to Coleman on this one, and Coleman nice through the middle of our defense for a first down. They have 211 rush yards in this game so far. That's how they're burning us, as Remsburg's going to pitch it on the speed option, and that's Coleman getting slowed down for some reason and only picking up 2. He had all sorts of space on the edge, and luckily he did not get there on time as Ajegwu gets a carry, and Tobridge came down and decked him. That was nothing there. It's 3rd and goal now. Let's see if Remsburg can get him into the end zone. He goes to the end zone, and that's dropped by Millicent. That is lucky for the Florida Gators. So we're going to force them to settle for 3, which will give them a 7-point lead, which still keeps us in this game, thankfully. So now it's all up to our offense. We need a touchdown on this drive. So they go to the ground game, and it's Jackson opening up the drive and getting stuffed immediately and losing 2 yards. That's not going to help us out. So 2nd and 12, passing now. Garcia finds a wide open Sam Freeman. That's a first down out to almost the 40-yard line and a 16-yard gain. Nobody in the backfield with Dana Garcia here as he's going to pass. And he finds he does not find an open receiver. I didn't see Bullock underneath there. That's an interception. Alabama's going to have the ball up past midfield at like the 42, 43-yard line. That might have just cost us the game right there. I didn't think the linebacker would make that play, and, he read it perfectly. You got to give him a lot of credit on that play as they go to Jackson, and that's going to be a first down. They're in field goal range, and I do believe our Gators are in trouble. We need to keep this winning streak going. I understand that we can get into the playoffs by winning the SEC championship game, and ultimately that has to be our goal. But, man, I was hoping for the undefeated regular season, and it's looking like it's going to be tough as it's 3rd and 13 here, and Remsburg just hands it off to Coleman. Smart decision, get the yardage, make the field goal easier. That's what ends up happening. It's 4th and 2 after an 11-yard carry, and the Gators know they're in trouble. So does Coach KJ. I mean, you can see he called a timeout there. They kicked the field goal. It is up. It is good as 27-17 Alabama. So now the Florida Gators got to fight hard to get to their 11th victory today, as that's Sam Freeman making a nice 14-yard gain. The hopes kind of washed out of him here as Garcia feeling pressure going down the field one-on-one. We need this from Norwood, and he comes down with it. What a play by Jaden Norwood. That gives us new hope in this game. So we need to punch it in quick. 2:18 left in the game. Garcia to the end zone, and woo, that should have been picked. And it's caught. Are you kidding me? Jensen Skalski off of the deflection. Touchdown, Florida. We're down by 3, and we're still in this game. What an unbelievable play. They're going to review it, and I don't know if that's going to stand. I don't know if it hit the ground. I genuinely cannot tell. It doesn't look like it did from this angle. Are you kidding me? That's going to be an actual touchdown. It looks like it hit the foot and bounced back up, and it was caught by Skalski. Let's see what they say. And it stands. What a play by Jensen Skalski, paying attention off of the deflection there. That puts us down by 3. We just need one stop. That's all we need. And I'm happy they passed there. Evan Kankalongo couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10. Remsburg going to pass again. Let's get another incompletion. They find a completion to Crump, and Crump's going to get the first down. Come on. We can't have that here. That puts us in some trouble here as Richards is in motion. And Remsburg's going to pass with 1:36 left. I don't understand what they're doing, and they find Crump. And I guess I understand what they're doing. They're pretty much putting the nail in our coffin here. We don't have enough time to get the ball back, and they're almost in field goal range anyway, so I think we're in trouble here as Coleman's getting a carry. And Coleman fought for 6 yards on that one. That was an impressive run there. So 48 seconds left to the ground game. Devontae Coleman gets blown up in the backfield. We sent the house at him. 3rd and 7. Florida better use that timeout, and they do. 35 seconds left. We need a stop, and Coleman has the edge, and Coleman gets the first down. This one's over. Alabama's going to knock off the number 3 Florida Gators and keep their playoff hopes alive, meanwhile damaging the Gators' playoff hopes in the process. You know, a 3-point victory to a really good Alabama team is not the worst thing in the world, but dropping the 10-1 hurts. I was really hoping for an undefeated regular season. I thought our team has been mowing through teams this year, and we've looked like clearly the better team in many of the games. However, today, Dana Garcia didn't have it. 1 touchdown, 3 picks, 189 yards, just 54% completion percentage. I understand some of them picks are on me, but some of them picks are clearly on him, and he just hasn't played good ball at all times this season. The thing is, I've used Khalif Ramsey, and, you know, at times he suffers from the same problems, and he's a little bit more inaccurate. He has a little bit stronger arms, so the ball can get pushed down the field more, but his inaccuracy issues cause other problems for our offense. So it's kind of like a catch-22, I feel like. I don't know what to do all the time because at the end of the day, it just nothing feels right. The fact that we keep turning the ball over with Dana Garcia drives me nuts, but I'm like, every time I put out another quarterback, and I remember last season specifically, I feel like we could feel not having Dana Garcia out there. When we got Garcia back for the bowl game, I was like, holy cow, we blew out West Virginia, and Garcia played so much better than what we'd had from Khalif Ramsey. And I understand Ramsey's gotten some more development, but in his limited playtime this season, honestly, I felt some of them same issues persisted. We had turnovers, and his accuracy is just a little off, so he struggles to get going, and I feel like that's not going to help us win a title right now. And I think that makes more sense for us to stick with Dana Garcia, even though we're having a lot of turnover issues with him, and, you know, that's a problem. We need to figure it out. Oklahoma's currently number 2, though, in the nation, and they're going to be, our competition for the SEC. We have to wrap up our regular season next week against Florida State before we have to worry about that, but I can't wait to get into the conference championship game and into the playoffs. We need to win the title this year because, like I mentioned, this is going to be it, man. We only have this chance, and then after that, it's a bunch of season. I'll play them behind the scenes, and you'll just see highlights, so we need a legitimate title this season, and I hope we can do it. Because let's face it, anything after this season is going to feel illegitimate because you guys won't get to see the entire season. So we need it this year. We have to get our act together, but this game against Alabama hopefully is an awakening, and maybe I'll play better because some of that, like I said, is on me. We have Florida State next week, and honestly, Florida State's a better team than they've been in the past. They've kind of been really bad, and this year, they look pretty good. They're 10-1, number 7 in the nation. This is going to be a tough matchup. We are slightly better than them, though, so we should have the edge, even though Corso's picking Florida State to beat us. You know what, Coach? I'm here to prove you wrong. We cannot lose this game. We have to make the playoffs, and like I said, winning the SEC is all we need to worry about to get in, but I'd rather get in even if we lose. Like, let's not push our luck too much here. This is a make-or-break season. But I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back with more Coach KJ soon. Have a great day, and I'm out.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare.